Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Heart Breathings. I am so excited to bring you another notebook challenge. I cannot believe it is already June. I don't know where the month went, but honestly, May was a really tough month for me, so I'm glad to say goodbye to it and to move on to June. I have some beautiful new planners that I got for Mother's Day that I wanted to show you real quick, as well as show you the brand new Erin Condren monthly planner, which launched today. If you haven't used the monthly planner before, it's like a notebook calendar hybrid, and I love it. So I talk about it a lot here in the notebook challenge video, so I thought it would be the appropriate time. I'm going to show you what came in my cloth and paper subscription box, as well as some other notebooks that I'm using throughout the month. So I hope you will just keep watching. Today's giveaway is going to be pretty epic as well. It's going to be one of the bigger giveaways that I've ever done before. So before we get started, I also wanted to let you know that in addition to giving away an Erin Condren monthly planner today on this channel, I'm also going to be giving away a $100 Erin Condren gift card over on Instagram. So I'm going to put my Instagram handle, Heart Breathings, here on the screen, as well as the post, a link directly to the post down below. All you have to do to enter is follow me over on Instagram, like the post, and comment down below. You can get an extra entry if you share it in your own story, or you can tag a friend as well. So that will be the giveaway over on Instagram, as well as lots of little accessories and stuff we're giving away here today. I also wanted to just take a second to let you know, if you've been waiting for it, my HB90 bootcamp is open for Q3. So that just opened today. So I'll have the link and details for you down below for that as well. But let's get down to the notebooks. So for Mother's Day, my children, via my husband, via me telling him what I wanted, I gave him some ideas for some Kikki K things that I had been interested in, and they bought everything. So this was pretty exciting. So I got not only this beautiful B6 flower planner, this is leather with some gold touches, and it has beautiful little snap here, as well as it's all white on the inside. And then it's just basically a planner on the inside. This is B6 size, and it has a little notebook in the end, and it also has a bunch of note pages here. This is absolutely beautiful, and they also got me a pin pouch that matches it, and I love it. I do not know yet how I plan to use the B6 sizes, but I'm starting to kind of add some B6 size to my collection of ring binders. So I am not sure in the future how I'm going to be using them, but I've been kind of thinking about it, and some people have asked for a mid-year planner lineup. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments, because it could be fun to show you starting in July kind of what I'm using and how it's evolved from the beginning of the year. So you might see this come back. So this was from Kikki K. Another thing that came from Kikki K that I did get monogrammed, I think you can have all their planners monogrammed, but this one I got monogrammed because it has a specific purpose that is more like a notebook than a planner. So it's blind embossed with the word dream here. And this is kind of more like a suede leather, but this goes hand in hand with Christina Carlson, the woman who founded the company, her book about creating your dream life. And I've been going through that book and the workbook. And so this is kind of a comparison or a companion to that workbook. So all of the Kikki K planners have the same kind of spot for credit cards and a zipper, and then the gray lining, but they can be different. So this one has white rings inside, and it has a little notebook that you can pull out with some stickers. But instead of it being a planner on the inside, it's basically journaling. So you've got a section where you can dream. So this is similar to my HB90 program, where you go through and you come up with your schedule and everything. So as I was flipping through, I noticed some similarities, which I thought was cool, but this is focused on your dream life, like your personal life. And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about this, but I'm starting a 6-month life transformation project in July for myself as we get ready to move to a new house, and just a lot of things that are going to be going on. And some people are going to be joining me on that journey, so I'll talk about it a little bit more. But I was hoping to be able to use this. So she has a lot of questions to ask yourself in your journaling. Plus she has this list here of 101 dreams, that things you want to achieve in your life. And this is stuff that I don't have in my HB90 planner. So I really want to go through this for myself. So what are your passions? What's your purpose? And it's just got a lot of journaling. So dream life areas, and then you can put like the actions that you could take to make your dreams come true. There are also some inspirational quotes. Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. how many of us is that writing for us and our stories? So each tab has like there's special tabs for different life's dreams. So some of them for me might be related to my vision for my writing career, but also for our family as a whole and different things like that. Then there's also a calendar here, just kind of like a monthly calendar, and then a reflection space for your monthly reflection, and some things here for support for like your team that you're building around yourself. So I thought, since I'm starting this 6-month transformation, that would be the perfect time to go through this dream life planner as well. So it's a planner, but it's also more of a notebook because there's a lot of journaling that goes into it. So I thought I would share that with you as well. And just because I know this is not the planner challenge, it's a notebook challenge, but this is the beautiful planner that they got me. That's my A5 one. This is pears, and it's all got this beautiful like rose gold coppery color. So I'm going to be setting up my June A5 planner in this binder. So I'm pretty excited about it. I felt very spoiled on Mother's Day. Let's just put it that way. So moving on to the EC monthly planner. So you guys have seen me use these before, and I usually talk about them here in the notebook challenge because it's really a notebook that just has a monthly calendar in it. There's no weekly planner pages or anything like that. So for me, it functions exactly like that. It's like a hybrid, and it's so perfect. I never expected when I first bought one to like it as much as I did, but basically it's similar to the regular Erin Condren planners. This one is not actually set up. Let me show you the new one. This is set up like a normal one. This one I kind of franken planned, but this is the brand new one. So this is one of their new covers with green wedding shoes. And then the monthly planner, now you can get it in 2 different designs. It comes in the Flora, which is this beautiful pastel floral design, or it comes in the Midcentury circles design, which you guys have seen in the planner launch, which is more like this type of design, and it's colorful. Now the Flora only comes, I think, in the 7x9 size, where the Midcentury circles also comes in 7x9, as well as the 8.5x11. So let me just kind of flip through it a little bit to show you what's in this type of planner. So you have a dashboard page that has a quote on it, and every month has a different quote and a different color. And in the Midcentury circle, it's an actual quote. In the Flora, it tells you the flower and what that flower means, which I think is really pretty. Like this dahlia is probably my favorite drawing. It's just so pretty. This is probably the most elegant planner I think Erin Condren's ever done. So then you have the full overview up through December 2022. And then you have, same as most of their planners, a little set of 12 boxes that you could put your goals or any type of projects or dates to remember. But then when you get to the actual planner section, this is where it becomes kind of as much of a notebook as it is a planner. So you have the monthly plan calendar. Then you have a little dashboard with a notes page. And then you have 5/10, depending how you count your pages back and forth, notes pages. So this is where it becomes a notebook. And how I love to use this particular planner is it's perfect for like editorial calendar, or if you're trying to brainstorm your promotions calendar for your blog or your newsletter, or even if you're trying to do a certain kind of project for your home or your family. So I'll show you how I'm using it in a minute, but you can plot everything out and have the calendar for reference, but then you can put your brainstorming and journaling of what your intentions are. I also use it for editorial calendar. So when I'm planning out my like spooktacular and what giveaways do I want to do and what kind of Instagram posts do I want to make, I can plan all of that out in these pages of a notebook, basically. Then you go back to the next page and you've got August and more notes pages. So this is what I mean by a notebook planner hybrid. And then when you get to the very back of the planner, look how beautiful this lavender one is, you guys. It's so pretty. When you get to the back of the planner, this one has just the end of the planner. So if you get it just as is, it doesn't have any additional note pages in the back. Sometimes really the 5 pages or so that are in the planner already are enough. But if you think you need extra pages, you can add either productivity pages, which are like the lined pages with a little to-do list on the side, or you can just add more of the lined pages in the back. And you can add either 40 or you can add 80. And I highly recommend, if you're planning to use this like a notebook, just go ahead and spend the like $10 and add the 80 extra pages because it's worth it. So here you've got some stickers as well, these kind of page flags, and then a pretty little folder in the back. So that is the monthly planner. And just like all of the Erin Condren products, you can interchange this cover. So if you want to buy a different cover and switch them out, you can. So I will be giving away this Flora one, partially because I do want one that has the extra pages in the back, but also because I have some free credits to spend on the website, and that since they sent me this for free, I really want to spread the love and really share this with those of you that would like to try an EC planner for yourself. So I will put some details towards the end of this video on how to win and what all else you're going to win, because there's more than just the planner itself. So stay tuned to the end. Just as a quick flip through, since these two are finished. So I have 3 monthly planners currently in rotation. One is the 7x9 size, and this one is the one obviously from the cover. You can tell this is my book cover for Beautiful Demons, which was my first published book back in 2010. That I use this for my editorial calendar and my brainstorming for like giveaways and social media for my author career. So inside here, I actually kind of took this one apart and made it a 6-month planner with extra notes pages. And you can see my almost 2-year-old daughter, she turned 21 months old today, is kind of obsessed with drawing in all my planners. But I have things here that so these are those productivity pages. I haven't used every single page in here, but you can see that I have mapped out some of my strategies and content creation stuff. I was working on my back matter for my books, my newsletter plan, and different things. And obviously she's kind of scribbled in it, but I love this because it becomes a place that I can just keep all my brainstorming and thoughts about my career in this one thing without it being like set plans necessarily. It's like a brainstorming notebook where I have a calendar that I can use. So then on the calendar pages, I tend to mark out my like live streams and coffee chats that I do here on YouTube, because if you didn't know, I have this channel, Heart Breathings, but I also have a channel slash Sarra Cannon that is more fan-based, and we do live readings of my books. We have coffee chats, Q&As on Fridays. If you ever want to come join, we talk about writing there as well. But you can see I didn't use every page in here, but I did use a lot of the pages when I was planning out different events for the year and different things that were going on and different like writing plans and decisions that I have to make. I just love having this, and it is pretty full. So I'm excited to get a brand new one that will start in July. Then the bigger one I got for Heart Breathings. So Heart Breathings obviously is this YouTube channel as well as all my courses and things. So I use this planner. This one is not Franken-planned, but it is touched with love by my sweet little Evie. But this has basically my editorial calendar for the like virtual writing retreat and different things that are happening in Facebook groups, as well as all of my videos that are going up. And this is kind of my planning place for that. Then when I get in there to actually work on it, when I did my like how to write a series videos, I went through and I outlined all of them and all of my plans of what I was going to talk about in the videos, and I organized what order I was going to put the videos in, all inside this notebook. So this is what makes it really powerful as a planner and a notebook at the same time. And I highly recommend it for projects as well as for planning your editorial or social media type stuff. Now I am in the future, I am going to be trying an Erin Condren teacher planner for my social media, but I'm still going to be using this for my brainstorming. So I will show you guys how all that works. It just works for my brain. I know some people see how many planners and notebooks I use and they think, oh my gosh, you're crazy. That's too much to keep up with. But it actually simplifies things for me to be able to go to the shelf and say, this planner has this type of plans in it, and this notebook has these thoughts in it. And I just like to compartmentalize in that way. But this has been super helpful. So like all of my Preptober stuff got planned in here, and I used this like crazy. And then in those extra pages in the back, I was mostly using it for extra video ideas, for my courses, for the checklist for my planner and stuff like that. So this one has been well loved, and I will be excited to get a brand new one of this one as well. But because I use so much space, I need those bigger pages of the 8.5 by 11. Then on a more personal level, I also use this for my budgeting planner. So I'm not going to show how I do the budgeting stuff because it has all our private information on it. And sadly, I did not realize when I made this that I put the same picture of my husband on here twice. So just ignore that. But I will show you how we're also using this one. This is just a January to the end of December version of last year's, this was the 2021 planner. And I am going to be using it for plans for the move. So somebody told me that plant-based bride here on YouTube, is also moving, and she did a bullet journal for her moving plans. And I am not making like a cross-country move like she is. I am just moving from Charleston to Johns Island, which is like we're moving like 7 miles away from where we live now. But there still is a lot to do, especially because we've been renting for the past several years and we've already moved a couple times. Like, we have a lot that we need to take care of. And this hopefully will be our home for a really long time. So I'm going to do a moving timeline over here, and I'm going to treat this kind of like a bullet journal for the move. So the moving timeline will have what all we're going to do: 90 days out, which is about where we are now, 60 days, 30 days. So I'm going to put all of our documents that we need to get together for the loan, everything we need for the movers. There's going to be this key, for example. I saw somebody recommend that you put colors on the boxes and then put the color on the door of the room that you want the box to go in. So everything that goes in the kitchen, they'll be able to see really clearly is the blue tape. So we're going to try that this time, because the last few times we've moved, like I said, we've been renting, so we've moved several times. It has been kind of a nightmare of like, where's that one box that was supposed to be in my office? Because it's hard to label a box on like all 4 sides. So we're going to try with the color, and we'll see. If you have any other moving tips or hacks, let me know in the comments. We'll also have checklists in here. So like a cleaning checklist, things that need to be repaired for the rental, so we hopefully get some of our deposit back, although I never really expect to get it back. Supplies we want to buy, where we need to change our address, what utilities we need to get set up. So you can see I've only just started, but I'm planning that this whole back section of this planner, as well as the monthly plan, will have all of this stuff in it. Because when I'm doing my budget, I only use 3 of the sheets. So I still have a couple of sheets each month that I could use toward the move. So I'm going to put in here, all of the documents we need for the bank, all the contact information for people that we're working with. I'm even going to put in here what we donated, so that I have a record of what got donated, what got sold, what got given away to friends, what we need to buy when we move in. And all of that will go into this planner that also has our home life budget in it. So the monthly planner, super versatile. I will definitely put a link down below if you want to go and purchase one for yourself. Also, this was just something I hadn't had a chance to talk about yet, but I did you guys get the seasonal surprise box from Erin Condren? I did get one, and they had this cute little notebook that says every summer has a story, and it has these teeny tiny lines in it. This is called their pocket notebook, and I think maybe this design in particular was exclusive to the surprise box, but I think they do have some other things this size on their site. And it also came with this really cool, I haven't taken the tag off yet, but this is a pencil case that when you open it, it becomes like a tray. I am obsessed with this. I love pencil cases anyway, but this is just so cool, because then you can really see what you have. This pen also came in, this multi-pen. So lots of cool stuff. But as you can see, I already have a lot of these pens that I had bought before. And then when Tori sent me the monthly planner, or the launch planner, they sent me this whole thing of fine tip markers. So this is going in this month's giveaway. So stay tuned. But let me know what you thought of the surprise box. I'm probably going to still put a full review up here on the channel when I have time. But if you have not been following me on social media, part of the reason I've had less videos up lately is because I have been behind on my book. So my book was supposed to come out yesterday on June 1st, and I'm still working on it. So as soon as I get this video edited, I'm heading to a hotel to hopefully finish. So I'm going to vlog that experience too. But that's why I've been a little bit behind on videos. So thank you for your patience, you guys. I also wanted to share the cloth and paper subscription box that came in. So this doesn't have the pens. I do get her pens, but I just wanted to show you kind of an example. This is not A5 size though. I get the half letter size from her, because this goes in my manifestation planner. But just look how beautiful everything is. Now, I am a big fan of color. I love color, but I also really like the aesthetic of this very minimal, clean, streamlined design. So I have one planner that's kind of dedicated to this look, and I'm so excited for it. So you've got this Fortitude Vellum dashboard. She always sends several. So this one, tough times never last, but tough people do. Resilience. And then this one is a quote here about bravery from Morgan Harper Nichols. And so they come unpunched so that you could put them in whatever planner you wanted. So I will punch these with my Happy Planner disc punch and put them into my manifesting planner that you guys have seen, the cloth and paper one. But part of why I wanted to share it was because this month came with 2 notebooks, which I was excited about. So this one is a bucket list notebook where you can basically, each page is sort of the same thing, but you basically put all of your bucket list items here and your top 10. And then here you can say when you did it, like why I did it, who I did it with, how difficult was it, what's my favorite memories, and put a photo. I love this. And I have never had a bucket list, so let me know in the comments if you've ever had a bucket list or not. I've never had one, so I think this is a perfect way to get started. So I'm going to be thinking about my bucket list right now and adding it to here. I thought that was a really creative type of notebook. This one is more of an A5 size notebook. This is probably B6. This is an A5 size, and it says, "We cannot become what we want by remaining where we are." And this is kind of a recurring theme right now in my life, which is why I'm doing this 6-month transformation, which I'll talk about a little bit more soon. So this one is a goal mapping notebook. So it has the areas of the goal, your goal rewards, and then your weeks. So every week, what you did to start achieving that goal, when you started it, how long it took you. And this one, I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to use it, but it basically goes on 6-week cycles to setting goals. And I might use this for budget goals as we move into a new house, and our youngest daughter will soon be starting Montessori school. I'm going to need a budget. So I think maybe I'll use this for budgeting goals, but a pretty awesome subscription box. If you like this aesthetic, I highly recommend it. All Progress Begins with a Brave Decision from Marie Folio. She has so many beautiful things that come with it, including a monthly thing. So this was actually the May box, but it comes with the July calendar because she wants you to get it well in advance of when you would use it. Then this one that says authenticity, and there's always pins as well, but like I said, I already started using the pins, so I didn't have them to show you, as well as the sticky notes. Sometimes there's page flags, sometimes there's inserts, sometimes there's notepads. Highly recommended, a really good subscription box. Another kind of notebook update is, I've used this before. This is the Webster's Pages composition folio. And I have a May Designs notebook. You guys, Evie has touched literally everything with her scribbling, and I'm okay with it. It's fine. But this notebook, I can't really show you the insides, but it is another notebook that is finally almost finished. I only have like a few pages left. And then what I've been using this for is my brainstorming for my plot. So this book has not been coming together as quickly as I had hoped it would. And I have my plotting sheets in my plotting notebook, but I've been spending a lot of time outside with the kids, and the plotting notebook is too big and bulky to like sit out on the back porch with. So I grabbed this May Designs notebook that I had been taking notes in, and now it is almost filled with all these ideas. So I am very excited to almost be finished with that. And I found it really nice to have a notebook where I don't feel like it has to be the plot. It can just be brainstorming. And even if the ideas are stupid, I just move on to the next page. And so that has been nice to have. So when I was at Target recently, now this one I already had because it was on sale several years ago. I've had it for a while. But I was at Target and they had a 3-pack of these Moleskine notebooks. I think it was $20 for 3. But this May Designs notebook was like $20 for just that one. So I went ahead and grabbed it. It's lined, and I really like Moleskine paper. It also has, I think, about the same number of pages as that May Designs one. And it's plain, but there you can easily add stickers or other things to them. And then there's also a little folder in the back that you could put your stickers and things in, because I do like to add stickers to my plotting notebooks and washi tape. So I think once this notebook is finished, I'm going to fill this, or start filling it, with these Moleskine notebooks because they were cheaper, and I think they will be a better solution for that. 2 notebooks that are just, I'm not using yet, but I just wanted to show you. One came in the Simply Gilded subscription box. She had this pretty quilted, this is, not real leather, but it's really pretty. It's a little traveler's notebook that's B6 size. And she always puts these little B6 notebooks, and this one came with a black one. But I just love this black with the palm trees and everything. It's very tropical vibe, and I thought it was really pretty. So I put one of my other older notebooks and then this other Sweet Peach notebook, but it holds 4. So another cute little notebook, though I don't know how I'm going to use it. And these don't really have so many pages in it. So for now, I'm just saving them all up, and eventually I will use them all up, hopefully. I'm also, as we get ready to move, going to be destashing a lot of stuff. So notebook stickers, washi tape, even some of my A5 binders and stuff. So stay tuned, because there might be some giveaways here for anybody interested in those things. Another notebook that I got in, this was not a subscription box, but I told you guys the cloth and paper planner that I have that I use for manifesting is for a specific course called the Manifestation Babe Academy. And she sent us a box that had a candle and some other stuff, and it had a notebook in it. So I always love it when swag includes free notebooks. So this one is this pretty sort of blush pink with a rose gold. And it says, the better it gets, the better it gets. The best is yet to come. And it says Manifestation Babe. And it has just lined paper on the inside. So I probably will use this for journaling for the things that I've learned in the course, or for other manifesting stuff. So this will go up in my kind of like evening routine section for extra journaling. But I thought that was really pretty, and it was nice to get a free notebook in that box. And now we kind of come to the final set of notebooks. And I know this video is going to be long anyway, so I don't want to go into it like ridiculously long, but I am going to be starting, like I said, a 6-month transformation project for myself, kind of like a reverse New Year's resolution, because instead of starting at the beginning of the year and hoping that by the end of next year I will be different or have changed my life in some significant way, I'm starting in the middle of the year and hoping that by the beginning of next year, I will have made some great changes in my life, because I have been really severely battling some high anxiety, and I know why it's happening. It's some deep inner work that I've needed to go through for a while, facing, different limiting beliefs. We all go through this, and I am ready to make some changes. Also, because of my polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I've talked about before, and I know a lot of you actually struggle with PCOS as well. Since I'm almost 2 years postpartum, I have not been like eating as healthy as I did when I was pregnant or before I got pregnant, when I had my PCOS symptoms like really well under control. And I want to get back to a place where I am taking better care of my PCOS and eliminating some of those really troublesome and painful symptoms. So I need to get back to a healthier lifestyle. So this transformation is going to be about inner transformation. It's also going to be about moving from one house to another, and about treating my body better and working less and having more fun and things like that. So I am going to be vlogging this entire 6-month transformation. And a lot of people are going to be joining me. I've been talking about this on my Sarra Cannon channel. So if you're interested in that and you really want a push and a support and a community, I would love for you to come join us. It's not something that I was doing to try to build a community around it, but since I was talking about it, other people wanted to join, and I say the more support, the better. So I'm not going to be doing those vlogs here on Heart Breathings, because I feel like it's a little bit outside the scope of this channel in general, but I will be doing it over on my Sarra Cannon channel. So I will leave a link if you want to come subscribe to that channel and hang out with us over there, because there's going to be a lot of us doing this. And those vlogs, June is a prep month for me, and those vlogs will be starting up this month, kind of talking and outlining what I'm going to do. And I do, of course, because it's me, have a planner coming from Plum Paper Planner, which I've never tried before, that I'm going to be tracking that process. But there are other things involved in the process. One is I want to be journaling more often, but I can't fill up a huge journal because I don't have the time right now, and I don't want the pressure of having to fill up something really big. So as a solution, I thought about using these little B6 ones, but what I've decided instead is I'm going to use these standard size traveler's notebooks. I would love to fill up one. I kind of did a little test page here. I would love to fill out one a month. And if I do one page every night before bed, then I probably could fill out one a month, but I'm not going to pressure myself. If it takes me all 6 months to do one, that's fine too. But I had some of these anyway. Some of them are graph paper and some of them are dot grid like this. And then I also got in my Lunum Love subscription box this one that just says Manifest that is lined. And they fit perfectly in this Life is Wonderful Kikki K Traveler's Notebook cover that one of my subscribers here sent me. So thank you, Chanel, again for this, because I just love it. And I'm going to be using this for part of the transformation. So I will, although I won't be sharing the vlogs here on this channel, I probably will share some of the notebooks with you guys at the monthly notebook challenge. So that's going to be one set of notebooks that I'm using. You may remember this, that of course matches that. I had used this one as a manifesting notebook earlier this year or actually last year, to sell our house and then to hopefully start manifesting our dream house here, which is what we ended up buying and have been building this whole time. So we will be moving in around 90 days. So I wanted to revisit this manifesting notebook and continue filling it out with all the things that I want to bring into our new home, all the intentions of making it a decluttered space, just in general, getting rid of some of the things that I have and spreading the joy and giving some of those things away, but also buying nicer things for the new house. Like we have kind of a couch that I don't love, a bed we don't love. So just nicer things for the new house over time. It's going to take time to afford it all, but I want to start manifesting that here in this notebook. So I'm kind of back in this one. I also am working again with my spiritual mentor, Tanya Gonzalez, and she is the tarot life coach. I've talked about her so much before, but I'm working with her on a weekly basis again, which is kind of like my version of therapy. I also am in therapy, so this is just like my spiritual therapy. But I've shared this with you guys before. This is a B5 size Archer and Olive notebook. That is the Neapolitan notebook. It has white paper, black paper, and craft paper. And I had wanted to set this up as my sort of witchy book of shadows with spells and rituals and things. And I have just never had time to do it. So now I have notes on what I wanted to set up, but I haven't actually done it yet. But I'm hoping that over the course of the next month or two before we move, since I'm working with her and she's giving me more like information on crystals, like she wanted me to get this sunstone and a smoky quartz, which I also have around my neck now. I want to write out what I've learned about those crystals, how they've affected me, and kind of set this up as a witchy sort of spiritual notebook. So hopefully you guys will see this finally getting some use, and I will definitely be recording my setup of this also again on that Sarra Cannon channel. And then finally, the other thing that I use for this transformation project is a GoodNotes notebook. So GoodNotes is probably my favorite app on this iPad. I ended up getting this iPad for free when I traded in my old iMac, which I use for all my editing and things like that, and uploading my books to Apple. And I didn't know if I would use an iPad very much, but GoodNotes especially has been something I use all the time. So hopefully you guys can kind of see that, even though it's digital. But I love being able to I don't have my pencil with me. I love being able to use this as a notebook that kind of never ends, because I can erase things. I can use fun little washi tapes and stickers and things that I've gotten from Etsy, and I can make lists of how I want my life to be. So I have this notebook of what I want to bring into my life and what I plan to do. So there's inspirational quotes here. There's comparison between where I am right now and how I want to feel. There's a meal plan in here, a fitness plan. There are some of my vision boards. You guys have kind of seen this before. And also just action steps that I'm going to take. I also went through and kind of created this progression for myself. And this is about weight loss for me to a degree, but it's mostly about getting my PCOS under control, which goes hand in hand with weight loss as well. So this was last time I had gone through this process of trying to get pregnant. I went through a 6-month transformation where I lost about 50 pounds. And so I'm just kind of took pictures from my Google Drive to sort of give myself a map of what that looked like last time. And my body is different now. I've given birth to another child, so I'm not trying to recreate that experience. I'm just trying to remind myself that I could do it before and how good I felt by the time I made it 6 to 7 months down the road. I had so much more energy, very little anxiety, very little depression. I was sleeping better. Everything felt so much better. And I just want to be back to that place, but even better, and take all the growth that I've been through since that moment and bring it into, a brand new version of myself. So I also have a list of the things that I'm going to track and why I'm tracking those things, and that will go into my plum paper planner. But I just wanted to kind of show you how you can use GoodNotes to make some really cool notebooks for yourself. And I have some favorite clip art and things that I have enjoyed using from Etsy for that purpose. So those are all of the notebooks. Now we're going to talk about this month's very fun and sexy diverse read from my friend Tin Kim Lamb. She is such a great person, and she has been a part of my like writer planner community for years. And I just am so proud of her to get this book out. It is very unique concept behind it. It is a little bit sexier than things we normally talk about. So if you have kids around, I am going to talk about things that you might not want them to hear, but I am going to just read the background for you. So Trixie Nguyen is determined to make her sex toy business a success, proving to her traditional Vietnamese parents that she can succeed in a non-traditional career. She's made a fresh start in Washington, D.C., and her first pop-up event is going well until she runs into the ex who dumped her with a Post-it note, which of course brings me back to Sex and the City, which was my favorite show like of all time. The last person Andre Walker expected to see in his soul food restaurant was the woman he left behind in New Orleans. Their chemistry is still scorching, but he's busy desperately trying to save his family restaurant from gentrifying developers. The solution? Partnering with his ex to turn Mama Hazel's into a vibrator pop-up shop for hungry and horny clients. Thanks to the ex's steamy truce, both businesses start to sizzle, and their red-hot desire soon reignites deeper feelings. But when Trixie receives an incredible career opportunity, will pride ruin their second chance at happiness? So I think this sounds so fun, and I've never heard of a book like this before. So I had to grab it, and I'm very proud and excited for my friend Tin Kim. So congratulations, you guys. I will have the link to her website down below, and just help me in congratulating her on this debut release. Very proud of her. Now for our giveaway this month, like I said, we are going to be giving away this beautiful Flora monthly notebook, but I have some other things that they sent me that I already have or that I'm happy to pass along. So these will all go in the giveaway box. So we have a Midcentury Circles ballpoint pen. We also have this interchangeable pen kit where you basically have the barrel and then you have a bunch of different pen tips that you screw into it. So it's kind of like create your own pen with lots of different things like highlighters, felt tip pens, or like chisel tip pens. So very cool, bullet tip and fine tip pens. Then I'm also giving away more pens, this fine tip markers 24 pack, and this is like between $25 and $30 on the website. So this is a really nice pack of pens to give, and I really like the way those write. I'm also going to be giving away with this a to-do list snap-in dashboard, as well as these kaleidoscope sticky notes. If you order the monthly notebook today on their website, the monthly planner, you get these sticky notes for free as well, just to let you guys know, and they do snap in to the planner. So this is our big giveaway. They also have, this is another piece of it, is the Midcentury Circles planning pack, because I did get one of these already, so I wanted to share that with somebody else who might enjoy it. They also have this beautiful new planning for the, or reach for the stars, beautiful like fan art. So this is gorgeous as well. So I'm going to include all of these things in the big prize pack. So this might be one of the biggest giveaways that I've done for the notebook challenge, but I am happy to pass it on to you. Also, if you're interested, don't forget to go and follow me on Instagram at Heart Breathings. Find the most recent post there that has the Erin Condren. You'll see this Flora design on there with my magical cup. That is the post that you need to go find. Like that post, comment down below, and share it, and you will be entered to win a $100 gift card. If you want to just go ahead and order the planner that you know you want, I will have the links to the monthly planners down below for you guys as well. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much. I know this is a little bit of a longer video on top of I haven't been around as much as I had wanted to over the last month, but as soon as this book is turned in, things will get back to normal, and we'll get back to that Great Ideas series, as well as another series that I'm doing called Prep and Plan. In the month of July, we're going to have a contest, or kind of like a challenge to don't break the chain. So I'll explain that a little bit more. So that'll be kind of a fun writing challenge for all of us. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you have your notifications turned on, and please like this video. In order to win today's giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed, like this video, and comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of these notebooks and how things have been going for you. And of course, if you are interested in the HB90 Bootcamp course that only comes around a few times a year, it is open for enrollment now. Once you sign up, you have lifetime access to go through the course at your own pace and over again. But we do kick off with a fun kickoff call on Sunday, June 13th, and enrollment will close the night before, June 12th at midnight. So come join us. All the links will be down below. I will see you guys in my next one, where I'll be sharing my overnight vlog to hopefully finish this book. So I will see you then. Bye.